Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, Safety Tree inaugurated at New Roll Shop Unit in Hot Strip Mill 2 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Srujani Award function held at Special Plate Plant Department. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant sponsors 60 local youth for enhancing employability skill training at CIPET, Bhubaneswar.
53rd National Safety Day observed at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Let's make Rourkela Steel Plant a safe haven, says Mr. Tanu, Director in charge. Talk on sustainable lifestyle for environment held at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Shrujani Mela cum award function held at Public Relations Department.
108th birth anniversary of Kalinga Veer Biju Patnaik celebrated. Employees of Hot Strip Mill 1 awarded under Sabash Award Scheme of SAIL RSP. 33 Divyanjans and senior citizens benefit from assistive devices distributed by OGOM of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant in Lahoripada block. Employees of Finance Department awarded under Shabash Award Scheme of SAIL RSP. Srujani Mela cum award function held at Steel Melting Shop 2. Revamping of ambulance by Transport Department leads to substantial savings.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant registers best ever April to February performance in key production areas. Employees of Marketing Department awarded under Sabas Award Scheme. Rourkela Steel Plant presents merit-based cash award of Rs 19.79 lakhs to 1,337 students of periphery villages.
The Steel Women of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant breaking stereotypes. 2 Chief General Managers, 7 Heads of Departments and 13 General Managers are women. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant provides infrastructural support to an orphanage. More than 20,000 children vaccinated through the nationwide Pulse Polio program organized by Ispat General Hospital of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant.
Believe in yourself, trust in your abilities, strengths and talents, exhorts Mr. Atanu Bhome, Director in charge, to women employees of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, International Women's Day celebrations, employees of Works Area awarded under Sabash Award Scheme of SAIL RSP, and 140 contract workers trained on different trades on the RPL program in February 2024 at SAIL RSP. Now the news in detail. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, RSP, inaugurated the Safety Tree, a magnificent in-house built structural depicting the essentials to cultivate a culture of safety at the New Roll Shop Unit in Hot Strip Mill 2, HSM2 complex of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 1st March 2024. Mr. R.N. Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, Mr. R.K. Muduli, CGM HSM2, Mr. Subrat Kumar, CGM HSM1, CRM, SSM, PPs and Roll Shop, Mr. S.R. Mahapatra, GM in charge, Roll Shop, many senior officers and employees of HSM2 and Roll Shop were present on the occasion. The ED Works commended the Roll Shop Collective for their innovative safety initiative and its strong commitment to safety and maintenance practices. He praised the housekeeping efforts at Roll Shop 5 and encouraged the collective to maintain these practices, emphasizing the implementation of 5S in the upcoming days. The Safety Tree symbolizes various aspects of safe working, maintenance practices and housekeeping. A Srujani Award function was held at Special Plate Plant of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 24th February. Dr. Prasanta Kumar Pari, GM in charge, SPP, presided over the function and handed over the prizes to the winners of the Srujani Creative Scheme. Present on the occasion were Mr. M.S. Mangar, GM, IED, and other senior officers and employees of the department. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Pari commended the employees for generating valuable suggestions. He urged all to continue contributing to the overall improvement in the performance of the plant. Mr. Mangar elaborated on the status of Srujani in the plant with special references to the department. In all, 335 suggestions were awarded on this occasion, out of which 322 have already been implemented. Cash award to the tune of Rs 82,550 was given to the employees. The one-time benefit from the implemented suggestion was Rs 22.81 lakhs, while the recurring benefit amounts to Rs 29.3 lakhs. Mr. S.K. Patnaik, AGM SPP, coordinated the function. As a part of its CSR initiatives, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant in financial year 2023-24 is sponsoring 60 poor and underprivileged local youth drawn from the periphery villages for undergoing skill development training at Central Institute of Petrochemicals Engineering and Technology, Bhubaneswar, under the Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India. In a send-off ceremony organized at Institute of Peripheral Development, CSR Office, Sector 20 on 1st March, Mr. P.K. Swai, CGMTA and CSR interacted with the first batch of selected students under the scheme. Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. A.N. Patti, AGM CSR, and other officers and staff of CSR were present on the occasion. Mr. Swai urged the students to be sincere and serious about the training program, which will help them lead a better life in future. As a gesture of a warm send-off, Mr. Swai flagged off the bus carrying the first batch of 30 students who proceeded to join the course. At the outset, Ms. Munmun Mitra extended a warm welcome to the attendees. Mr. A.N. Patti, AGM CSR, proposed a formal vote of thanks, while Ms. Richa Sudhiram, Deputy Manager CSR, facilitated the coordination of the event. Notably, RSP had sponsored 10 students in 2021-22 and 60 students in financial year 2022-23 under its CSR scheme, who have got placements in various companies in the campus selection of the institution. The 60 students selected in the financial year 2023-24 will be trained in 2 batches of 30 students each. The candidates have been selected through open advertisements by CIPET in collaboration with RSP CSR from the direct impact zones of RSP. During the 6-month-long residential skill development training in machine operator, plastic processing, MOPP, the students will learn the theory as well as the practical aspects of the sophisticated plastic technology in the state-of-the-art laboratories of CIPET. The program offers placement after training through CIPET's Training and Placement Cell for the sustainable livelihood of these youngsters. Besides the skill development, the program shall also help impart entrepreneur skill to the trainees. The RSP CSR sponsorship for this course covers total expenditure of students for admission and course fees, books, hostel and food charges, etc.
Let's make Rourkela Steel Plant a safe haven, urged Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in Charge, RSP, with additional charge of BSL, while addressing at the 53rd National Safety Day observation of Rourkela Steel Plant on 4th March 2024 after hoisting the safety flag in the Shilpa Konark Monument Complex. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Dr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, Mr. Alok Verma, ED Mines, and Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED F&A, and many other Chief General Managers, Heads of Departments, Departmental Safety Officers, other senior officers, and a large number of employees of works area attended the ceremony. Safety is paramount and underlying factor in every aspect of life, said the DIC, while explaining the negation of cost-saving endeavours with even a single accident. While mentioning about RSP's Spatial Safety Project, Nishchay, and the Ghar Se Ghar Tak Safety Campaign, the DIC emphasized upon the need for change in attitude. The DIC highlighted some of the key features of this year's safety theme, which is Safety Leadership for ESG Excellence, and explained how it is linked with the triple bottom line of people, planet and profit. Mr. Suryavanshi said that safety needs to be engraved in one's heart and mind, which actually would help in maintaining safety parameters, thus making the plant a safe place to work. Safety pledge was administered on the occasion in Odia, Hindi and English by Dr. B.K. Hota, Mr. Alok Verma and Mr. A.K. Behuria. Engaging of safety mascot was a major attraction of the event, impacting the audience in the gathering. Ms. Asha Karta, GM in charge safety, welcomed the gathering, while Mr. Avakash Behera, GM SED, proposed a formal vote of thanks. The day began with pinning of safety badge to DIC at his office, followed by executive directors and other senior executives and employees of the plant. Safety flag was also unfurled in the project building and safety pledge was administered to all present. National Safety Day programs were also organized in different departments in which employees took the pledge to express their commitment to the cause of safety. A talk on sustainable lifestyle for environment by Brahma Kumari Sister Jayanti, Additional Administrative Head, Brahma Kumaris, London, was held at the Gopabandhu Auditorium, HRD Centre of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 4th March 2024. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, presided over the session. Dr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, Mr. Alok Verma, ED Mines, many senior officers and a cross-section of employees attended the thought-provoking session. It is worth mentioning here that Brahma Kumari Sister Jayanti is also head of delegation and speaker at the UN Climate Change Conference. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi in his address commended B.K. Sister Jayanti for her efforts in promoting simplicity as a catalyst for positive climate change. He urged everyone to embrace mindfulness in every aspect of life and extend sustainability beyond the workplace, stating, "We need to focus on the interconnectedness of our actions and their impact on the environment, with sustainability as the guiding principle in every decision we make." The ED Works also felicitated Sister Jayanti on the occasion. Sister Jayanti, in her enlightening address, shared insightful anecdotes and real-life experiences to underscore the importance of lifestyle choices and their direct impact on the environment. She touched upon the pitfalls of consumerism and advocated for a more mindful and sustainable approach to daily life. Drawing a clear distinction between wants and needs, she cited spirituality and consciousness and discussed the impacts humans have on the earth and how a tide of taking must reverse to that of giving. The talk was followed by a short meditation session in which Sister Jayanti guided the participants to go deep within. At the outset, Ms. Rashmi Banerjee, CGM HRD, welcomed the gathering. Ms. Annapurna Behera, Senior Manager HRD, coordinated the program and proposed a formal vote of thanks at the end. Later, Brahma Kumari Sister Jayanti met Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge, Rourkela Steel Plant, with additional charge of Bokaro Steel Plant, at his office and discussed about the importance of lifestyle changes for a sustainable future. A Shrujani Mela cum award function was held at Public Relations Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant recently. Mrs. Archana Satpathy, GM, PR and COC, presided over the function and handed over the prizes to the winners of the Shrujani Creative Scheme. Present on the occasion were Mr. B.K. Behera, AGM, IED and other senior officers and employees of the department. Speaking on the occasion, Mrs. Satpathy commended the employees for generating highest ever number of valuable suggestions in the department. She urged all to continue contributing more for the overall improvement in the performance of the plant. Mr. B.K. Behera elaborated on the status of Shrujani in the plant with special reference to the department. In all, 57 suggestions were awarded on this occasion, out of which 50 have already been implemented. Cash award to the tune of Rs 20,750 was given to the employees. More than 50 new suggestions were received on account of Mela. At the outset, Ms. Lola Titopo, AGM PR Rajbhasha, welcomed the gathering, while Mr. Sashank Sekhar Patnaik, Deputy Manager PR, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Mr. Shikesh Sharma, Senior Manager PR, the Departmental Shrujani Coordinator, coordinated the function.
The 108th birth anniversary of the legendary Kalinga Veer Biju Patnaik was observed on 5th March in Rourkela as in other parts of the state. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, DIC, RSP with additional charge of Bokaro Steel Plant, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Dr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, Mr. Tarun Mishra, ED PNA with additional charge of projects, Mr. Alok Verma, ED Mines, Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED FNA, Mr. P.K. Swine, CGM, TA and CSR, and many other senior officers of the steel plant and eminent personalities of the steel city paid floral tributes at the statue of the great leader at Sector 2 Chowk. A brave nationalist, a revolutionary leader, a statesman of international repute, a zealous industrialist, and an advocate of humanitarianism, Kalinga Veer Biju Patnaik is also called the builder of modern Odisha. He has carved a special place for himself in the hearts of not only the people of Odisha but also of India for his unswerving love for the nation. In a program organized at Hot Strip Mill 1 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant recently, Mr. Subrat Kumar, CGM, HSM 1, CRM, SSM, PP and RS presided over the function and presented Sabash Awards to 12 employees including 3 executives for their commendable performance. Present on the occasion were Mr. K. Samajdar, GM in charge HSM 1, sectional representatives and several senior officers and employees of the department. In his address, Mr. Kumar commended the efforts made by the awardees for their contributions towards achieving organizational goals and objectives. He urged all to encourage others to contribute innovatively to bring about a culture of excellence in the organization. The awards were given for special innovative projects, installation and commissioning of new, modified, rectified, revived and renovated equipments and housekeeping. Mr. Samajdar also lauded the efforts of the recipients of the award. The program was coordinated by Mr. Siddhant Pal, Manager HSM 1. As a part of its CSR initiatives, Barsua Iron Mines BIM under Odisha Group of Mines OGOM belonging to SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP distributed 82 assistive devices to 33 beneficiaries comprising Divyanjans and senior citizens in a program organized at Kalyan Mandap, Lahoripada on 27 February 2024. The event was held in association with Alimco, Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation, as per the MOU signed between OGOM, RSP, SAIL and Alimco. Mr. Nelson Hembram, Sarpanch Lahoripada GP, Mrs. Lakshmi Kisan, Samiti Member Lahoripada GP, Mr. P.C. Barua, GM Mining, BIM, Mr. B. Datta, AGM Civil CSR, and Mrs. Jahnavi Mahanta, BSSO Lahoripada, were present on the occasion and distributed the devices. Other senior officers from BIM, representatives from Alimco, and local administration also attended the program. The ready-to-use appliances distributed on the occasion were MTC, tricycle, wheelchair, elbow crutch, walking stick, axilla crutch, smart cane, hearing aids, etc. The products that were distributed under Rashtriya Vayoshri Yojana are silicone foam cushion, walking stick with seat, knee brace, walking stick, tetrapod, LS belt, wheelchair with commode, chair stool commode, etc. The event was coordinated by Mr. Amya Ranjan Raut, Assistant Manager BIM, KIM and TIM. In a program organized at Finance and Accounts Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 5th March 2024, Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED FNA, presented Shabash Awards to Mr. P.K. Raut and Mr. P. Vijayan, both General Managers, and Ms. Sunita Pradhan, Executive Assistant. Present on the occasion were Mr. S.K. Nayak, CGM FNA, several other senior officers and employees of the department. In his address, Mr. Behuria commended the efforts made by the awardees for helping the smooth conduct of recertification audit and improving the overall performance of the department. He urged all to encourage each other to contribute innovatively to bring about a culture of excellence in the organization. Mr. Raut was awarded for updation of sectional procedures, while Mr. Vijayan received the award for successful conduct and coordination of ISO recertification audit. Ms. Pradhan was recognized for speedy processing of old pending DCR cases. The program was coordinated by Mr. P. Vijayan. A Srujani Mela cum award function was held at Steel Melting Shop 2 of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant recently on 24th February. Mr. T. P. Shivashankar, CGM SMS 2, presided over the function and handed over the prizes to the winners of the Srujani Creative Scheme. Present on the occasion were Mr. S. S. Punia, Manager IED, and other senior officers and employees of the department. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Shivashankar commended the employees for contributing valuable suggestions in the department. He urged all to suggest more for the overall improvement in the performance of the plant. Mr. Punias elaborated on the status of Srujani in the plant with special reference to the department. In all, 210 suggestions were awarded on this occasion, out of which 145 have already been implemented. Cash award to the tune of Rs 61,050 was given to the employees. The one-time benefit accrued from the implemented suggestions was Rs 358 lakhs, while the recurring benefit is 140 lakhs. In addition to this, several intangible benefits have been added. More than 200 new suggestions were received on account of the Mela. At the outset, Prashant Kumar Nayak, Manager SMS 2, welcomed the gathering and coordinated the function. A revamped and repurposed vehicle was inaugurated by Mr. R. N. Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, at a function held in Transport Department of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant on 4th March. Present on the occasion were Mr. Abakash Malik, GM in charge Transport and FMM, and other officers and employees of the department. The vehicle has been dedicated to cater to the crucial needs of patient transportation and Drishti Dan eye bank services. Notably, the Transport Department has procured the vehicle in 2015 and handed over to IGH for Drishti Dan services. As the vehicle was in a bad shape after years of usage, the Transport Department Collective overhauled the vehicle and implemented necessary modification to ensure its adaptability for multi-purpose use. The in-house modification has helped in substantial savings worth amount of Rs 8 lakhs.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP showcased an impressive performance in key production areas during the first 11 months of the current financial year 2023-24, that is April to February 2024. The steel plant achieved record-breaking figures with a production of 40,82,308 tons of hot metal, 37,90,142 tons of crude steel, and 37,89,103 tons of saleable steel, marking its best ever April to February performance. This represents a growth of 4.4%, 3.3% and an outstanding 10.3% respectively over the corresponding period last year. During the same period, the sinter plants contributed significantly to the success story by achieving an all-time high production of 65,35,372 tons of sinter. Also, the combined power generation from CPP1 and CPP3 reached a new record of 69.05 megawatts for the April to February period. All the modernized units of the steel plant excelled collectively to contribute to the success. Blast Furnace 5 produced 26,14,425 tons of hot metal, while SMS2 tapped 33,32,582 tons of crude steel to clock their respective best April to February performances. Leading the downstream performance, the state-of-the-art hot strip mill 2 rolled 21,51,173 tons of HR coils, setting a new record for its best April to February performance. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in Charge RSP with the additional charge of Bokaro Steel Plant, has urged the collective to make best use of the closing days of the current fiscal to finish on a high note. He also has emphasized the importance of maintaining the highest standards of safety, quality and techno-economics. In a program organized in the Materials Management Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 1st March, Mr. Somnath Tripathi, EDMM, handed over the Sabas Awards to Ms. Sneha Mohanty, Manager, and Mr. Akshay Kumar Sethi, Deputy Manager. Present on the occasion were Mr. S.C. Mohanty, GM in charge marketing, other officers and employees of the department. In his address, Mr. Tripathi congratulated the awardees for their exemplary performance, which has helped to improve the overall performance of the department. The program was coordinated by Mr. S.C. Mohanty. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, under its Corporate Social Responsibility Initiative, presented merit-based cash award to 1,337 meritorious pass-out students of class 7th and 10th of UP schools and high schools belonging to the peripheral villages of Nuagaon, Bisra, Kuarmunda and Lathikata revenue blocks, model steel villages, resettlement colonies and camps. In a function organized at Institute for Peripheral Development of CSR Department on 5th March, Mr. P.K. Swain, CGM, TA and CSR presented token gifts to few students, with the money being transferred online to the account of the students. Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM in charge CSR, Mr. A.N. Patti, AGM CSR and other officials of RSP were present on the occasion. The students have been selected on the basis of their results in respective examinations for 2 academic years. In 2019-2020, there were 741 students from 55 high schools and 111 UP schools. Similarly, for the year 2020-21, there have been 596 students from 32 high schools and 100 UP schools. The first, second and third position holders among the boys as well as girls of each school were given Rs 3,000, Rs 2,000 and Rs 1,000 respectively. Total Rs 19.79 lakh was disbursed. In his address, Mr. Swain highlighted the multifarious CSR initiatives of RSP for the holistic development of the peripheral populace. He urged the students to make the best use of the scholarship and pursue their academic goals with single-minded devotion. At the outset, Ms. Mitra welcomed the gathering while Mr. Patti proposed a formal vote of thanks. Ms. Richa Sudhiram, Deputy Manager CSR, coordinated the function.
It is trending all over the world, women breaking stereotypes and setting the tone for a powerful and transformative phenomenon with far-reaching implications. Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, a flagship unit of the Maharatna Company's SAIL, is an apt example of this process of evolution where women are consistently taking up challenging responsibilities in areas considered as male bastions. From shop floors of furnaces to service departments, from human resources to digitalization initiatives, the determined women professionals are playing a defining role efficiently in every corner of the steel plant. With 2 women chief general managers, 7 women heads of departments, 13 women general managers and several women heads of sections, the number of women in leadership roles is a growing phenomenon in RSP. The 120 women executives constitute 6.64% of the total number of executives, while the 612 lady non-executives are 5.70% of the total non-executive workforce. 69 women engineers are amongst the 306 technically qualified women are working in the plant. In the tough world of steel, these women are forging ahead and making a dent for themselves with their steely will. There is Ms. Sadhni Singh, Senior SSW, operating the lathe machine at the mechanical shop, while Ms. Mamta Patro, Ms. Preetilata Karar and Ms. Rojni Kindo, ACT and OCT, are working in the cold plate leveler of new plate mill. The trio of Ms. Prema Kanti Bilung, Ms. Nilima Tanti and Ms. Reena Mundari from Hot Strip Mill 2, HSM2, have set examples worth emulating in the traditionally male-dominated realm of operating electric overhead travelling EOT cranes. As head of the HRD Center, Ms. Rajashri Banerjee, CGM, has been pioneering innovative HR interventions, while Ms. Sunita Singh, CGM, is in charge of the entire production and planning of the steel plant. Ms. Chaitali Das, GM in charge, is leading the digitalization initiatives as the head of instrumentation department, while a crucial unit like safety engineering has at its helm Ms. Asha Kartha, GM in charge. Ms. Sumita Bhattacharya, GM in charge communication engineering, Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, and Ms. Archana Satpathy, GM PR and Chief of Communications are some other heads of departments who have sailed smoothly to the higher echelons amidst the favorable ecosystem of the plant, combined with their commitment and dedication. Attrition of women employees on account of issues related to maternity or child care, a rare phenomenon in RSP, thanks to the supportive policies and welfare measures in place. Recently, a beautiful creche has also been set up inside the plant premises to take care of the kids. Rourkela Steel Plant either offers employment on compassionate grounds or provides continuous financial support to the wives of many of the deceased employees. At present, 239 women are working in the steel plant after being absorbed to the fold of RSP after the death of their spouses. The void created with the death of a dear one can never be filled, but the financial, social and moral support extended by the steel plant has provided succor to many a woman and her family. Apart from taking care of key issues like safety and health, RSP also believes in keeping its women workforce highly engaged and motivated. For this, a number of grievance redressal mechanisms are in place for the employees in general and women employees in particular. In Rourkela Steel Plant, while the supple hands are busy contributing to the making of one of the toughest alloys on the earth, the sturdy metal is weaving a steely will in the mind of each of its women employees. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, under its corporate social responsibility, has been instrumental in improving the standard of living of its peripheral populace. As a noble gesture, it has constructed a hall with a seating capacity of 50 and a kitchen and toilet worth Rs 12 lakhs at the orphanage in Jagda, run by Service to Humanity Foundation, housing children from peripheral areas. A stove has also been provided for use. In a function held at the centre on 6th March 2024, Mr. Tarun Mishra, EDPNA, inaugurated the building and dedicated it to the cause of orphan children. Present on the occasion were Mr. P.K. Swine, CGM, TA and CSR, Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM, CSR, Professor Dr. Shashikant Acharya, founder of Service to Humanity Foundation, honorary members of the organization, CSR team and organizational staff. The organization, which is operational since 1997, has at present 32 children residing in the center. Rourkela Steel Plant RSP lent its hand in the nationwide Pulse Polio program. The drive was launched at Ispat General Hospital IGH on 3rd March by Dr. B.K. Hota, ED, MNHS. Present on the occasion were Dr. Jayanta Kumar Acharya, CMO, Dr. Archana Behra, Additional CMO, Dr. Aruna Mukti Mins, Deputy CMO, Dr. Jyoti Ranjan Sahu, Senior Consultant, Dr. Poonam Ekka, Consultant, Rotarian Mr. R.N. Satpathy, doctors, nurses and staff of IGH, volunteers and parents of children. On the first day, Pulse Polio was administered at different booths set up in the steel township. Subsequently, on the second and third days, door-to-door campaign was held to ensure 100% vaccination of children in the age group 0 to 5 years living in the township. In all, 20,100 children were vaccinated during the 3-day program.
Believe in yourself, trust in your abilities, strength and talents, exhorted Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge RSP, with the additional charge of Bokaro Steel Plant, while addressing the gathering at the Grand International Women's Day celebrations organized at Gopabandhu Auditorium, HRD Center by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 9th March 2024. Also present on the dais where Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. Somnath Tripathi, ED MM, and two eminent guests of honor, Ms. Madhu Yadav, former captain of Indian women's hockey team and recipient of the coveted Arjuna Award, and Colonel Dr. Sumita Patnaik, Director RTI, Indian Army, New Delhi. The program was attended by Dr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, Mr. Tarun Mishra, ED PNA, with the additional charge of ED Projects, Mr. Alok Verma, ED Mines, Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED FNA, many other senior officers, and around 500 employees comprising both men and women from different units of RSP. Reflecting on the event's theme, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress, the DIC emphasized the importance of providing equal importance to women for societal prosperity. He stated, investing in women is not only a matter of social justice and human rights, but also a smart strategy for accelerating progress towards sustainable development, economic prosperity, and gender equality. Mr. Bhaumik highlighted RSP's commitment to creating a conducive atmosphere for women employees to thrive both personally and professionally. As a progressive organization, it has been our sincere endeavor to promote diversity and create a positive ecosystem where our women employees get equal opportunity to grow as a person as well as a professional, he added. The program commenced with rendition of the national anthem and was formally inaugurated by lighting of the ceremonial lamp by the dignitaries. Dr. Patnaik shared her invaluable perspectives on the significance of women's contributions to societal progress. Drawing from her experiences in the Indian Army, she emphasized the transformative power of inclusivity and the remarkable achievements possible when women are provided with equal opportunities. It is noteworthy that Dr. Patnaik is daughter of former RSP employee Dr. U.K. Patnaik. She had completed her schooling and college studies from Rourkela before being commissioned into Indian Army. Ms. Madhu Yadav, in her address, captivated the audience with compelling anecdotes from her life as a sportsperson hailing from a traditional family. Breaking through conventional barriers and stereotypes, she shared her inspiring journeys, illustrating how she carved a space for herself in the nation and society through her dedication and passion for sports. During the function, the DIC felicitated both the guest speakers. He also felicitated the 3 women crane operators with Swayam Siddha Award and 17 women employees with the Tejashini Award. The EDs presented awards and token gifts to the winners and judges of different competitions held to mark Women's Day like Fanathon, Jalua, Antakshari, Musical Chair, Cats As Much As You Can, and Brainathon, the Sudoku champ. The celebration featured an invocation song presented by the artist of Bhanja Kalakendra, a mesmerizing flute performance by the artist of Komal Gandhar Institute Rourkela, and a vibrant tabla recital by artist of Bhimsen Institute. At the outset, Ms. Rajashri Banerjee, CGM HRD, welcomed the gathering. Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Ms. Trishila Panigrahi, Manager Projects, and Ms. Shubh Kumar Sharma, MTT, Mines, were the masters of ceremony. In programs organized in different locations of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, felicitated more than 70 employees, including executives with Sabash Award. Present on the occasion were several chief general managers and heads of department. On 5th March, 57 employees from Fire Service Department and 2 employees from Safety Engineering Department were awarded in recognition of their extraordinary efforts in ensuring the smooth flow of traffic within our plant premises during massive rerouting job during the World Cup hockey. Earlier in February, 20 executives were rewarded with Sabash Award. The functions was aimed at applauding and honoring the exceptional achievements and innovative contributions made by each executive in their respective area of work. These efforts have brought about substantial improvement in processes, production and overall productivity of the plant. The function was coordinated by Mr. Ricky Agarwal, Senior Manager, ED Works, Secretariat. Around 140 contract workers were trained on the different trades on the recognition of prior learning RPL training held at HRD Center in the month of February 2024. 26 contract workers were trained in locomotive driver, 31 in EOT overhead crane operator, 25 in conveyor belt operation and 56 in safety supervisor training program. The technical sessions were conducted by expert trainers from IISSSC, Indian Iron and Steel Sector Skill Council, with whom HRDC has entered into an MOU. The sessions focused on primary roles and responsibilities while functioning in different trades. It was a competency-based instructor-led training in which professional development and upskilling activities were given priority. Practical hands-on training were also provided to the participants. Mr. L. Marandi, Senior Manager, HRD, Ms. Benita Tirki, Manager, HRD, and Mr. Alok R. Behera, Junior Officer, HRD, have coordinated the programs on different occasions. Here we come to the end of today's news bulletin. Namaskar.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.